Grimoire, Book of Shadows, or I like to call them keys. So this is going to be a key. Is a living, breathing, magical tool that is essential to your magical practice. And it should be something that is part of your rituals. It's not just something you read from. It's not something you throw your notes in or just your thoughts. Like, it is a tool that you prepare. This little book was given to me by family. It's very pretty. It's a very nice book. It is leather bound. Some of the things I'll be talking about today, there are always vegan alternatives that you can look into, but there are animal products in what I'm using today. So just be aware of that. Also, I have candles lit, incense, you can see from the smoke is burning, and always be careful, make sure you have plenty of ventilation and ways to put out fires when you're doing this. So disclaimers out of the way. I just need this piece. So let's go over kind of what you need. So I have the book here. It's very small. This is going to be a travel grimoire or an everyday grimoire, kind of like a common book of prayer that I can use to refer to for not only daily but things I don't need to bring my big books out for, my big grimoires out for, but also to have with me as I travel. I have various tools that I am utilizing here. I have water on hand, not only for fire, but for cleaning and blessing. I have already done the initial blessing on the book. Incense, you can use whatever incense is something that creates that aura. I'm kind of bathing the book in the incense now. I am using sandalwood and kilfi. Kilfi is a Egyptian incense. You can buy it, but it's pretty easy to make. It has like a lot of Middle Eastern incenses, has a sugar component. There's a lot of ingredients that go into raisins, dates, fruits, woods, resins. So, but it's a very beautiful smell, and I'm very grateful to have had some for this. You get copal, frankincense, any other resins that speak to you. If you are using resins, you may need a mortar and pestle. This is one I use specifically for resins. Resins get sticky, so you don't want to really mix them with other herbs and products that you might use in a mortar and pestle. So just be aware that sometimes you have to have tools for specific items. So I also have some various oils to use. This protection oil that I received as part of a gift. Also 2 types of cinnamon oil, leaf and cassia, some rosemary and lemongrass. I also have, because this is leather, and if you're using a vegan book, then they make vegan products specifically for vegan leather. If you're not using leather, then you may not need this particular at all, and we'll kind of talk about what you have to do. But I have this leather conditioner because one of the things I like to do is kind of prepare the book. In my tradition, everything has a name. Every tool, everything that you use, and one of the things you do when you concentrate is ask its name. So in my case, I have my book of names here. I'm not going to open this and show you, unfortunately, but this is where I record the names of every thing that has given me their name to work with. You'll also need what you're going to put in the book. I'm not going to do all this on this video, but I tend to do several stages before I put things into book. I have my idea workbooks, my scribble book. So this is what I put currently, and it's almost full. It's almost done. If I have ideas or thoughts, go to classes, books I read, I put them in here first, generally, and get the notes and thoughts together. I then transfer them to the computer where I have an Obsidian file full of my files and everything and then I organize them in there, and then I use the printouts when I go to transfer things to the actual book. I might use them in between before I get them into a book, or I usually do. There are times when I cast directly from different books and things that I have, and then later transfer that into my own book. As far as what you're going to need today, a red candle for your spirit candle to start with, a small white and black, and these can be tea size. You don't need huge ones. And a little bit of incense. Like I said, you can get them in stick form, some type of pen and ink to write in your paint, whatever you choose. I always suggest that every grimoire should start with a prayer and a blessing, specifically an invocation for your book, asking this book to perform the task that you're asking for it. Once you've consecrated, once you've done that, you want to basically pour all your intentions for your book into it. And so I'm going to take a little bit of this leather conditioner. You don't need a lot. This is oil-based. It goes a very long way. And I'm going to add a few drops of each of the essential oils. So you'll need a little rag. I chose red on purpose to symbolize the power and intent that I want to pour into this book. For this, I'm just going to dip in there and just start slowly going over and rubbing it in. And this is a ritual. This part of the ritual is something that especially if you have any kind of leather books, or maybe any kind of books at all, just washing them and cleaning them once a year will help them last longer and really help you take care of it. So, because really these should be something that lasts a long time, and if they're well taken care of, they will. And it just, with the essential oils, it just smells beautifully too. It just adds a beautiful scent. In any cloth that you soak in oil like this, you need to dispose of properly. Do not store them in your house. They can catch fire and even combust under the right conditions. So make sure that you take them out to dispose of. Usually most waste treatment facilities will have where you can take these. That's it. This book is now ready to be filled and used, and it will be very interesting to see where it takes me. But I hope that you enjoyed this, and I hope this gave you some ideas for how to set up your next and consecrate your next grimoire, and just how you pour your intentions to it. So once again, let me just go over the steps. 1, clean your book. Make sure it's clean, however you need to. Consecrate it. Put it through a consecration ritual. Find the name of it. I really do believe that every object has a name, and if by finding the name gives you that power to use it. And then pour your intention to it. Spend some time cleaning, feeling through the book, talking to it with its name. I will print the name in this book as well that it has told me. And then make sure to write your prayer and invocation in the first couple pages. The next page will be the full invocation that I've written out. The trappings that I use here are specific to the way I practice. You know, if you practice a certain way or have a certain cultural background, feel free to use that. You don't have to use the same things I used here. I used, again, cinnamon and lemongrass and rosemary oils. I used specific red and brown inks. I used sandalwood and Kelpie incense. But these are all up to you. It's what you believe makes something sacred that makes it so. So I hope you've enjoyed. Please like and subscribe. If you're interested in my art or even gaming videos, because I do those too, please check those out. And also, if you feel like supporting me and like to be mentioned in my videos, and it's where I also post news about what's upcoming, check out my Ko-Fi, and I would really appreciate your support. Links are all down below, and also you can check out my website, which is finally fixed again. Yay! Where everything is linked to, and I post and blog on there. So thank you very much. I hope that you have a wonderful night, and thank you so much for watching.